ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCONBURLA official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila, chapter 3. The summary of this chapter is this. The author has fully discussed the external reasons for the descent of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna. After displaying his pastimes as Lord Krishna, thought it wise to make his advent in the form of a devotee to explain personally the transcendental mellows of reciprocal service and love exchanged between himself and his servants, friends, parents and fiancés. According to the Vedic literature, the foremost occupational duty for humanity in this age of Kali is the Nam Sankirtan, or the congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The incarnation of this age, for this age especially, preaches this process. But only Krishna himself can explain the confidential loving service performed in the four principal varieties of loving affairs between the Supreme Lord and his devotees. Lord Krishna therefore personally appeared with his plenary portions as Lord Chaitanya, as stated in this chapter. It was for this purpose that Lord Krishna appeared personally in Navadvipa in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has herein presented much authentic evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures to substantiate the identity of Lord Chaitanya with Sri Krishna himself. He has described bodily symptoms in Lord Chaitanya that are visible only in the person of the Supreme Lord, and he has proved that Lord Chaitanya appeared with his personal associates, Sri Nityananda, Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivasa and other devotees, to preach the special significance of chanting Hare Krishna. The appearance of Lord Chaitanya is both significant and confidential. He can be appreciated only by pure devotees and only through the process of devotional service. The Lord tried to conceal his identity as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by representing himself as a devotee, but his pure devotees could recognize him by his special features. The Vedas and Puranas foretell the appearance of Lord Chaitanya, but still he is sometimes called significantly in the concealed descent of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Advaitacharya was a contemporary of Lord Chaitanya's father. He felt sorry for the condition of the world, because even after the Lord Krishna's appearance, no one had interest in devotional service to Krishna. This forgetfulness was so overwhelming that Advaita Prabhu was convinced that no one but Lord Krishna himself could enlighten people about devotional service to the Supreme Lord. Therefore, Advaitacharya requested Lord Krishna to appear as Lord Chaitanya. Offering tulsi leaves and Ganga's water, he cried for Lord's appearance. The Lord, being satisfied by his pure devotees, descends to satisfy them. As such, being pleased by Advaitacharya, Lord Chaitanya appeared. So, in order to grasp the fully meanings, you have to go through this chapter, chapter 3. But I am quoting some of the important verses or poyas. So, verse 1 says, Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Bande Jat Padaseva Virjataha Sangranati Akara Vratat Agya Siddhanta San Muni. I offer my respectful obeisances to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the potency of the shelter of his lotus feet. Even a fool can collect the valuable jewels of conclusive truth from the minds of the revealed scriptures. How nice. Verse 10 says, Ashtavinsha Chaturjuge Dvaparera Sese Brajera Sahita Haya Krishnera Prakase. At the end of the Dwapar Yuga of the 20th and 28th Dwapar Yuga, Lord Krishna appears on earth with the full paraphernalia of his eternal Brajadhama. So verse 11, Dasya Sakya Vatsalya Sringara Charirasa Charibhavar Bhakta Jata Krishna Tarvasa, servitude, friendship, parental affection and conjugal love are the four transcendental mellows or rasas by the devotees who cherish these four mellows, Lord Krishna is subdued. Ajita, he becomes Jita. Unconquerable becomes conquered. So verse 12 says, Dasa Sakha Pita Mata Kanta Gana Alaya Braje Krida Kare Krishna Prema Vishtahaya. Absorbed in such transcendental love, Lord Sri Krishna enjoys in Braja with his and devoted servants, friends, parents and conjugal lovers. So verse 13. Jatheshta Vihari Krishna Kare Antardhana Kari Mane Kare Anumana. Lord Krishna enjoys his transcendental pastimes as long as he wishes, and then he disappears. After disappearing, however, he thinks thus in the spiritual world. This is the message from spiritual world. Verse 14. Chirakar nahi kari prema bhakti dana, bhakti bina jagatera nahi avasthana. For a long time I have not bestowed unallied and loving service to me upon the inhabitants of the world. Without such loving attachment, the existence of the material world is useless. Aishwarya Gyane Vidhi Bhajan Kariya Vaikuntha ke Jaya Chatur Vidha Mukti Paya. Verse 17. By performing such regulated devotional service in awe and veneration, one may go to Vaikuntha and attain the four kinds of liberation. Verse 19. Jugadharma Pravarti Taimu Nama Sankirtana Chari Bhava Bhakti Diya Nacham Bhuvana. I shall personally inaugurate the religion of the age, Nama Sankirtan, the congregational chanting of the holy name. I shall make the world dance in ecstasy, realizing the four mellows of loving devotional service. So verse 20. Apani Karima Bhakta Bhava Angikare Apani Achari Bhakti Sikhamu Savare. I shall accept the role of a devotee and I shall teach devotional service by practicing it myself. Verse 21. Apani na gaide dharma sikhana na jai eita siddhanta gita bhagavate gai. Sorry. So unless one practices devotional service himself, he cannot teach it to others. This conclusion is indeed confirmed throughout the Gita and Bhagavatam. That's why we have already made this series, Gita and Bhagavatam. So verse 26. Jugadharma pravartana haya ansahite amavina anyanare brajapramadite. My plenary portions can establish the principles of religion for each age. No one but me, however, can bestow the kind of loving service performed by the residents of Braja. So verse 29. Ata bhavi kalikare prathama sandhaya avatinna haila Krishna abanim nadhyaya. Thinking thus, the personality of Godhead Sri Krishna himself descended at Nadia early in the age of Kali. So, Dvapare Bhagavan Shyama, and this is from verse Srimad Bhagavatam. This verse is there, so I am not stating this. Verse 42 says, Darghya Vistara Jai Apanar Hata Charihasta Hai Mahapurusha Vikhyata. One who measures 4 cubits in height and in breadth by his own hand is celebrated as a great personality, Mahapurusha. So verse 43, Nyagrodha Parimandala Hayataranama Nyagrodha Parimandala Tanu Chaitanya Gunadhama. Such a person is called Nyagrodha Parimandala. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who personifies all good qualities, has the body of a Nyagrodha Parimandala. So, Bhaktira Virodhi Karma Dharma Ba Dharma Tahara Karma Sanama Sei Mahatama. The greatest ignorance consists of activities, whether religious or irreligious, that are opposed to devotional service. They are to be known as sins or karmasa. This term you should remember, karmasa. Sankirtan Pravartaka Sri Krishna Chaitanya Sri Krishna Sankirtana Jagnitara Bhaje Sei Dhanya. Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya is the initiator of Sri Sankirtan, congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. One who worships him through Sankirtan is fortunate indeed. Seitu Sumedhara Subidhi kubudhi sansara sarva jagya haite Krishna nama jagya sar. This is from verse 78. Such a person is truly intelligent, whereas others who are but a poor fund of knowledge must endure the cycle of repeated birth and death. Of all sacrificial performances, the chanting of the Lord's holy name is the most sublime. So, in this way, there are so many other, I will just take a little time more. आपने श्री कृष्ण यदि करें अवतार, आपने आचरी भक्ति करें प्रचार. Aditya are just thinking that if Sri Krishna were to appear as an incarnation, he himself could preach devotion by his personal example. So verse 100 says, नाम बिनु कलिकाले धर्म नायार, कलिकाले कैसे हवे कृष्ण अवतार. In the age of Kali, there is no religion other than the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. But how in this age will the Lord appear as an incarnation? So verse 103 says, कृष्ण वस करिवेन कौन आराधने विचारिते एक श्लोक आइला तार मने. While he was thinking about how to propitiate Krishna by worship, the following verse came to his mind. That is, there we will discuss. That is how the Lord is under control, comes under control by Tulasi Dala and Salagrama Sila. Aditya will ask, will pray for the Lord to come to this material world by offering Tulasi Jala, Tulasi water to Salagram. That is a verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, in other Vedic literatures. We will discuss it. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the blessings of Lord. Hare Krishna.